1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a thumb war.
If you want to see the finish of this match, subscribe now.
Turn notifications on.
What is up, guys? One half of C2 Wrestling, Snowden, with another Monday Night Raw review. A pretty fun episode, I thought, tonight. I enjoyed tonight's Raw. Some solid action, some solid promos. Build to Saturday night's main event. Build to Money in the Bank. Looking forward to all the events. So tonight's show opened up with what everyone wanted, Logan Paul. Just kidding. And no one wanted Logan Paul, let alone to open the show. But I'm okay with it. I really don't mind Logan Paul. I think he's great for the business. He's a good heel. I understand the discourse around him. But open the show with him, get it out of the way. And you have none other than the GOAT, Gunther, interrupt him. I mean, I can't complain. Gunther essentially tells Logan, if you beat Jay at Saturday night's main event, you're making it personal because it's personal to me. Jay beat me at WrestleMania for the championship. I want to beat Jay for the championship. Gunther is coming for heads. It's hard to envision Gunther not winning the title back, honestly. I don't know the route they're going to kind of go with Gunther, but it's hard to envision him not winning the title back, whether it's off Jay or Logan. I imagine Jay retains and beats Logan. I kind of booked this myself, I feel like, around the Mania build. Jay would beat Logan, but we'll see where it goes. You never know. Eventually, I know people are going to hate to hear this. Eventually, Logan's going to hold the championship. So I don't think it's coming yet, but it definitely could. After that, though, we did get a pretty stellar tag team match. Penta and AJ Styles, and man, I love that they were both wearing red. I know that's a small thing, but they were matching out there. They looked great. That is such a fantasy booked tag team. AJ Styles and Penta, like that's just crazy to see. I got no complaints coming out of that. JD and Finn Balor win with the interference from El Grande Americano. They're still building El Grande versus Penta. It seems like the mask versus mask match is coming, and Penta's done a handful of those in other companies, so I definitely envision that happening. I don't want to say at the Worlds Collide event because it seems like that's NXT heavy, but maybe it's at SummerSlam. Penta versus El Grande Americano, mask versus mask, and that's where we get the big unmasking of El Grande Americano. We'll finally know who he is. I mean, it's going to be crazy. I don't know who it is, so the unmasking, we might need to see it, but pretty solid tag team match to open Raw after the promo. I got no complaints with those two opening segments. I got no complaints with really anything tonight. Heyman, backstage, following that segment with Gunther, Jay, and Logan, tells Jay, Rollins is coming. Braun is just a holdover. That championship isn't going to Braun, it's going to Rollins. They are definitely slowly inserting Rollins back into this world title picture. I know I just kind of said I can't really envision Gunther not winning the championship back, but Seth is kind of the answer. Seth is the next guy to hold it. I really think he's going to take it off Jay. SummerSlam, again, that's kind of the real big event we're building up to. I guess it could happen in Saudi. I hope not. I would imagine Jay just gets another little holdover. Maybe Jay doesn't even compete in Saudi. Maybe they throw other matches on that card. These PLEs are 5 matches really at tops now, so maybe Jay is held off of that. He is also wrestling at Saturday Night's main event and then on June 9th as well. So who knows? But I love the insertion of Heyman, Braun into a lot of things right now. Rollins had a great run with that world championship, deserves to hold it again, and I see the story. Rollins takes the title off Jay. Sammy's eventually going to take that title off Rollins, get his big world championship win that he deserves. I'm here for it. Now we are building to Money in the Bank. A couple qualifiers tonight for the women, and we got Roxanne qualifying. I'm sure everyone wanted to see that. And we got Rhea Ripley qualifying, and I'm sure not everyone wanted to see that, but I myself, I did want to see that. Everybody online is going to be saying, give it to Roxanne, give it to Roxanne, give it to Roxanne. It's too early to give it to Roxanne. You have so much development in her at such a young age that you have the long game with Roxanne. She's a similar build to Carmelo. You give Roxanne these little wins over time and help her build some accolades, and then she can win other championships, then go on to win the Rumble, Money in the Bank, the Women's Championship, whatever in that realm. She's the kind of talent that you're slow gaming it with. I understand Rhea's been in the main event for a while now. People might be kind of burning out on her. But I actually have an argument that I think Rhea is the right person to win the Money in the Bank this year. If I'm booking this, I think I'd book Rhea to win Money in the Bank, cash in pretty quick. Arguably, I've said this with a lot of superstars lately to kind of just burn the Money in the Banks this year, but arguably she cashes in not on Monday on Raw, but on Monday for SummerSlam. Get rid of that briefcase, and whether Rhea gets screwed, whether Rhea wins the belt, or she cheats to win. I don't really know, but I think this could be a Rhea heel turn incoming. How do you kind of refresh Rhea a little bit? Her heel run was better than her face run. Nothing wrong with it, but heel Rhea is kind of where the money's at, in my opinion. That's kind of what built her up to be this megastar. So I think you turn her back heel. Roxanne, again, gets the moment of being in the match, is going to have recognition, great spots, things like that, but doesn't need the briefcase quite yet. I do also want to bring up that during the qualifiers, Zoe Stark, man, oh, feel horrible. Definitely an injury coming out of that one. That was a crazy drop kick, awful bump on that one. That looked painful. Hope for the best on that one. It's a shame to see. I've been a fan of Zoe Stark for a while. I actually think Zoe Stark is among the better of the women in the company, and she doesn't really get to talk. So it's a shame that she's probably going to be out for a while. I don't know what parts there are in that leg, MCL, ACL, this, that, whatever, but something's torn there. Hope for the best for Zoe Stark. But moving on, we did get another match that is Grayson Waller versus Sheamus. And Sheamus, I want to see around more. I want him to eventually get that IC title win. I can see him kind of finding himself more in that mix post all this SummerSlam build. So much going on with the IC title with Dom and Finn and AJ Styles and Penta and all this that I don't think Sheamus is going to be in the mix until at least post SummerSlam. But for now, they're at least using him. He's a tool in the eventual breakup of Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. And us at C2 Wrestling, we are big Austin Theory fans, big Grayson Waller fans. We've been saying this for a while. That Theory babyface run is going to be generational. It's going to be a monumental run. Theory has babyface energy, and people are going to open their eyes. It's going to be a retcon of history. You know, people are going to have a different view on Theory. They're going to never remember the time where he was overpushed by Vince, you know, and that was never Theory's fault. It was all bad booking by Vince. Theory still did his absolute best to shine during those dog days, really. Theory's an absolute superstar. He's got the look, he's got the charisma, he's got the promo skills, he's got the in-ring ability. I want the absolute best for Austin Theory. That right there, mark my words, Chris would agree. Mark C2 Wrestling's words. Austin Theory is a future World Heavyweight Champion. Guarantee it. Next week's Monday Night Raw, a couple good things to look forward to. Triple threat tag team title action. Creed Bros take on the War Raiders, take on the New Day for the tag team championships, and I think that's going to be a great match. You give those three teams 20-plus minutes, and they're going to be putting on an absolute banger. Next Monday, there'll be Saturday night's main event fallout, plus a bit more build, maybe some qualifiers towards both the men's and women's Money in the Bank. So wrestling's a little hot right now. I know it's kind of a down period, but there is a lot to look forward to, even within this crammed schedule they got going on. But I believe the only thing I want to get into off Monday Night Raw tonight to end this is the main event. Jey Uso takes on Braun Breaker, and Braun Breaker, man, it's a pretty burnt moniker, unfortunately, but he is the next big thing. He really is, man. That guy is something different. Very solid match, I thought, between Jey and Braun. I got no complaints. Yet again, no complaints. Nothing new for me. But Jey gets attacked, middle of the match. Seth Rollins breaks it up. Sami Zayn comes out. Seth Rollins comes out. Logan Paul comes out at the end of the match. Chaos ensues. We got multiple people involved in multiple feuds. Gunther's picking his head, putting his head places. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I'm rambling, but Gunther's sticking his head places. You got Logan jumping into Jey. You got Jey going after Seth and Braun. You got Seth wanting to go after Jey. You got CM Punk and Sammy wanting Seth and Braun. It's just messy, but in a good way. I love that they're getting kind of all these main carders involved in the main card. Gunther, as we touched on before, does he win the championship? I don't know. Does Seth Rollins win the championship? I don't know. Where does Sammy fit into the long run mix? Where does CM Punk fit into the long run mix? I really don't know. But I'm looking forward to a lot of it right now. I think it's great stuff. Jey Uso, I think, is a little bit more transitional of a champion. You know, I think he's going to hold it till SummerSlam, but I think that title does come off of him pretty soon. Again, tonight's show, though, not a whole lot else to get into, I don't think. I think I touched on all the main topics. Good show, though. I had a lot of fun watching Raw tonight. I really got no complaints again. But actually, I'm lying to you. I've said that a couple times. I got no complaints. I got one complaint. CTD. He's still in Paris. He's not here to enjoy the wrestling with C2 Wrestling and the fans. He's not here to enjoy Saturday night's main event, unfortunately. Money in the Bank, unfortunately. But he'll be back. The long-awaited return, it's coming. Snowden, myself, I'll be here. Saturday night's main event, Money in the Bank. It may not be live, but there's going to be reactions, post-shows coming out for all the PLEs, SmackDown, Raw, everything coming forward. You guys are going to get the eventual return, and it's going to be massive, the biggest return in wrestling YouTube history when CTD makes his illustrious comeback. It's going to be beautiful. But if you guys want to be here for it, you got to stay subscribed, turn those notifications on, follow us on all the social media. Oh, God, I'm choking here. Follow us on Dropkicks. We'll be posting on there more too. We want to make some rankings, get some posts up on there. So give us a follow. Let me know what you thought about tonight's show down in the comments. We'll be talking to you guys soon. C2 Wrestling.